Hello everyone, welcome back to the online learning session of the subject Global Competencies and Personality Development. In the previous two sessions, we have learned the basics of the subject, in which we have learned the meaning of personality, the various types of personalities. Also, we have understood the five factor model, that is the factor of association model. Also, we have learned the various personality traits or the determinants of personality. Now, in today's session, we'll be covering how to develop the positive personality. So, personality develops throughout the life as people meet a series of challenges. The various aspects which will help an individual to develop his positive personality. So, through developing trust, so if an individual develop his own trust among the peoples or among the community or among the work circle, he can he can have a positive personality. Then if a person is having an ability to learn to be an independent, definitely he can have a positive personality. Then if you are taking the initiatives for each work, then you can definitely develop a positive personality. If you are continuously updating and upgrading yourself, if you are developing the skills, that is the interpersonal and intrapersonal skills, which will help you to develop the positive personality. Then if you are searching for your own identity, it will also help you to have the positive personality. You have to create your own image in the workplace or a society or community. Then you have to establish intimacy among the individuals. You have to be a creative and nurture one. That will also help you to develop positive personality. And always look back at the mistakes that you have been occurred or you have been failed. You have to look your failures and you have to accept those failures, and you have to learn from those failures, and you have to move forward. So that will help you to develop positive personality. So the steps for building a positive personality, how you can develop positive personality. So the step one is accept responsibility. So it is the foremost important thing for every individual who wish to develop a positive personality. So responsibilities gravitate to the person who can shoulder them. This is the great words by Albert Hubbard. So please understand the importance of responsibility accepting. Then people who don't accept responsibility shift the blame to their parents, teachers, genes, God, fate, luck, or the stars. So for evil to flourish, good people have to do nothing, and evil shall flourish. So this was the great words of Edmund Burke. Then the step two for developing or building a positive personality is consideration. So one day a 10-year-old boy went to an ice cream shop, sat at a table and asked the waitress, "How much is an ice cream cone?" She said 75 cents. So the boy started counting the coins he had in his hand. Then he asked how much a small was. The waitress impatiently replied, 65 cents. The boy said, "I will have the small ice cream cup." He had his ice cream, paid the bill, and left. When the waitress came to pick up the empty plate, she was touched. Under it were 10 1-cent coins as tip. So the little boy has consideration for the waitress before he ordered his ice cream. So he showed sensitivity and caring. So he thought of others before himself. So this is also one of the thing, that if you are having the consideration for others, definitely it will help you to develop a positive personality. Then step 3, think win-win. So when we serve our customers, our families, our employers or employees, we automatically win. Then step 4 is choose your words carefully, because a person who says what he likes usually ends up hearing what he does not like. So always be tactful. So that is also one of the step which will help you to develop positive personality. So excessive talking does not mean communication. Talk less, say more. So keep it small and simple. Then step 5 is don't criticize and complain. So a critic is like a backseat driver who drives the driver mad. So receiving criticism, take it graciously, evaluate if it makes sense, accept and implement. Accept it immediately and empathetically. Always thank the other person for criticizing in constructive. Then the next step is smile and be kind. So in the course of day, some of your acquaintances may be too tired to give you a small smile. Give them one of yours. Nobody needs a smile so much as those who have none left to give. Then step 7, put positive interpretations on other people's behavior. So in the absence of sufficient facts, people instinctively put in the absence of sufficient facts, people also put negative interpretations on others, actions or inactions. Some people suffer from paranoia. They think the world is out to get them. So that is not true. Then step 8, be a good listener. So listening shows caring. When you show a caring attitude towards another person, that person feels important. When he towards another person, the person feels important. When he feels important, he is more motivated and more receptive to your ideas. Then an open ear is the only believable sign of an open heart. That was the thought by David Ogburzer. Then step 9 is be enthusiastic. Nothing great is ever achieved without enthusiasm. It has been the thought by the Ralph Waldo Emerson. So step 10 is give honest and sincere appreciation. That is also helping you to build positive personality. So the psychologist William James said one of the deepest desire of human being is the desire of to be appreciated. The feeling of being unwanted is hurtful. The biggest disease today is not leprosy or tuberculosis, but rather the feeling of being unwanted. Yeah, it was the thought given by Mother Teresa. Then, step 11, to build a positive personality. When we make mistake, we should accept it immediately and willingly. Step 12, when the other person realizes and admits that he has made a mistake, congratulate him and give him a way out to save face. Then step 13 is discuss but don't argue. So arguing is like fighting a losing battle. Even if one win, even if one wins, the cost may be more than the victory is worth. So emotional battles leave a residual ill will even if you win. Then I learned a long time ago never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty and besides the pig likes it. So it was given by Cyrus Ching. Then the next step is don't gossip. So small people talk about other people's, mediocre people talk about things, and great people talk about ideas. Then step 15 is turn your promises into commitments. Commitment says I am predictable in the unpredictable future. The most important commitment we never make or we ever make is to our values. So commitment leads to enduring relationship through thick and thin. It shows in a person's personality and relationships. Step 16, be grateful but do not expect gratitude. So gratitude would rank among the top qualities that form the character and personality of an individual with integrity. Ego stands in the way of showing gratitude. A gracious attitude changes our outlook in life. With gratitude and humility, right actions come naturally. Step 17, be dependable and practice loyalty. So, the old adage, an ounce of loyalty is worth more than a pound of cleverness, is universal and eternal. Step 18, avoid bearing grudges, forgive and forgive. So, John Kennedy once said, forgive the other person but don't forget their name. You cheat me once, shame on you. You cheat me twice, shame on me. Then step 19 is practice honesty, integrity and sincerity. Then step 20, practice humility. Many so we'll have one story for humility. Many years ago, a rider came across some soldiers who were trying to move a heavy log without success. The corporal was trying to move a heavy log without success. The corporal was standing by as the man struggled. The rider asked the corporal why he wasn't helping. The corporal replied, I am the why he was not helping. The corporal replied, I am the corporal. I give orders. The rider dismounted, went up and stood by the soldiers, and as they were lifting the log, he helped them. With his help, the log got moved. The rider quietly mounted his horse and went to the corporal and said, the next time your men need help, send for the commander. The next time your men need help, send for the commander in chief. After he left, the corporal and his men found out that the rider was George Washington. So this is how you can practice humility. Then step 21, be understanding and caring. Step 22, practice courtesy on daily basis. So rudeness is the weak man's imitation of strength. Eric Hopper. Step 23, develop a sense of humor. So Dr. Norman Cousins, author of Anatomy of an Illness, is a prime example of how a person can cure himself of a terminal illness. He had a 1 in 500 chance of recovery, but Cousin wanted to prove that if there was anything like mind over matter, he would make it a reality. So he figured if negative emotions cause negative chemicals in our body, then the reverse must be true too. So positive emotions like happiness and laughter would bring positive chemicals into our system. So he moved from the hospital, a hotel, and rented humorous movies and literally cured to himself by laughing. Then step 24, to have a friend, be a friend. Step 25, don't be sarcastic and put others down. So when someone blushes with embarrassment, when someone carries away an itch, when something scared is made to appear common, when someone's weakness provides the laughter, when profanity is required to make it funny, when a child is brought to tears, or when everyone can't join in the laughter, it is a poor joke. Cliff Thomas. And step 26, show empathy. Resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and wrong. Because sometime in our lives we would have been all of these ourselves. So Lloyd Shearer. So these are the 26 steps which will help you to build a positive personality. So today we'll stop here, and in the next session we'll see the remaining part. Thank you.